That was the young artist, Kayo, called Too Far Gone, man. Shout outs to Kayo, yo. Once again, it's the We Break Silent Show. E. Charles, Pamela, ROSARIO, Cash, Walken, VANIA. Cash, you good? You back,
I'm
baby?
good. I'm good.
That Illuminati,
I had a little technical difficulty.
that Illuminati messed you up, bro. You playing with
Nah,
fire?
keep,
Back.
keep your third eye open.
Better be careful.
That Illuminati messing you
woke.
up, bro.
Stay woke.
All right, so now, oh my gosh, now it's quarantine time, and we have our sister, special guest, Nikki Ellis. She should be in the building. Hunni, Hunni, what's
I'm
wrong
here.
with me? It's not Nikki Ellis anymore. It's Hunni.
I'm here.
What's up, Hunni?
What's
How
up?
you doing, man?
Hi, honey.
Hey.
Hey,
Um,
welcome back.
I
know.
how you doing? Everybody's quarantined right now. So how's the quarantine life for you? I know you got the kids. I know you got stuff going on. So how has this impacted your life right now?
I mean, it's all good. It's giving me more time to kind of catch up on some sleep.
Word.
Yes.
You still waking up at 4 a.m.? That's what you told us
4
last
a.m.,
time.
Nah, I don't have to now. I can actually
She
sleep
like,
till
nah,
about
chill.
6. I can sleep till 7.
You don't gotta
The
drop
last
them
few
off
days-
nowhere, right?
Nah, they here.
They here.
So
That's what
we
I'm
got
saying.
another routine. Everybody's like up by 8 o'clock.
That's
And
what's up.
then, in that hour, it's like breakfast, brush the teeth, get logged in for school, all that. Me and my husband, we're both going to school right now too at University of New Haven. So, we do what we gotta do, logging in for class, all of that good stuff.
Yo, shout outs to you, honey, because last time you was on the show, you was going to school in New York. Now you're going to school again. That, I love that. That's
Stay
motivation.
on the grind.
I don't know, I just like, learning new stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
you feeding the
and
brain.
since I'm honestly, since I'm a vet, I get to use my GI Bill, so it's like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
why not?
yes.
You know what I mean?
So whenever you want, you like get the urge to just like, yo, I want to take in something new. You could just go ahead and do it.
Yeah, cause like I got out too soon. I got out too soon to pass my GI Bill over to my son.
Right.
So if I don't use it, it just goes to waste. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Don't
Yeah.
let that happen.
yeah,
What are
so
you
it's
studying
like,
right now?
music industry.
Oh, okay.
So when I was going to school in New York, I was learning engineering and
All
producing.
right.
And then now at New Haven, I'm doing the industry program.
I see you got the setup in the back. Is that the home studio? And
Yeah,
you
yeah,
mixing
yeah.
your own stuff right now?
I can. I haven't actually. I've been buying, equipment little by little, getting the arsenal, all put up. I still go record at my people's spot, 2-4 and stuff. Still shop, still go record with
Okay.
my people. When I got stuff I want to get out, but I've been building everything up, little by. The stuff ain't cheap, man. You know what I mean?
Nah, I know.
That's
Trust
a
me.
lot.
Right.
I
Trust
started
me.
with like the monitors. Then I had. Luckily, my school gave me the good computer
Oh,
as part
word.
of like our technology package. I got the new Mac and all that. So
That's half the battle right there.
yeah, so but then it's like buying the good interface, plugins. You know what I mean? So this
Yup.
way, you're not
Yo,
doing
all that's
anything.
money, yo.
Yeah. None of it's cheap. Not one piece.
I just,
But I cashed in on a lot of stuff with my student discount code.
yeah.
So I did upload that ID upload on the website.
Like,
Yeah.
word, need that discount.
Like, students get 50% off. I'm buying
Yo,
it.
that's a big difference.
For
Yo,
real.
a program alone, yo, is like $2,000. Just a program to record on something, like it's crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
I actually got real lucky with the school I was going to in New York because that technology package, they gave us like the latest model of the MacBook Pro, plus they
Nice.
gave us the full version of Pro Tools, plus
Oh,
they gave
wow.
us the full version of Logic, and they gave us like a few other programs, plugins, all that. So that
So they
was
set
a
you
good,
up.
Mm-hmm.
Set
Yeah.
you up proper.
Hell yeah.
And then teach you the skills of how to use everything.
And then teacher, yeah. I mean, they gotta teach you on something. You know
That's
what I
dope.
mean?
Yeah. So you went and you got the technical side. Now you're doing the music industry side. What are some that you're learning that before you probably didn't know when it comes to like the music business aspect of chasing your career?
I mean, truthfully, the music business side, because this is my first semester doing it. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of like intro classes and stuff like that.
Right.
So more so than anything I'm learning industry wise has really been from me and my manager slash owner of my label, Jimmy O, who we've been basically building from the mud. You know what I mean? So I'm learning more on that aspect. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, that's dope.
I like that.
It's
That's
So
dope.
can you tell us about the new Hunni? Because I know before you were Nikki Ellis. Now you're
Yeah,
Hunni.
I'm looking
A
real
little bit
Nikki
of
Ellis right
rebranding,
now.
huh?
Quarantine.
So tell us about the rebrand. How did that
Quarantine
transition go
Hunni.
for you?
Quarantine got Nikki Ellis back, you know, behind buns and big hoop.
Okay. Yo, that's mad funny.
So tell us a little bit about that transition.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was when me and Jimmy, like we was he Jimmy lives in Texas, but he's from out here, in Connecticut. So he was up working with another artist, hit me up, you know what I'm saying? So we riding around, you know, we just chopping it up about stuff, and we already been working together for a minute, but he was like, yo, I want to turn my brand into a record label. So he was like, these huge industries, you know, it's time to start cashing in. And he's like, I want to do it all with you. So he was just like, you know, if you're willing to just, you know, trust my advice, go my route, you know what I mean? Like, let's do it. So I was just like, yo, let's go. Cause he looked at it like he's never met anybody who grinded out the way I grind out, who works the way I work. So he was like, you know, if you're willing to, you know, take my route, you know, we could go A to Z and do this. So I was like, all right. Like a week later, he calls me. He's like, yo, I'm in LA. I need you out here. I'm like right now. He's like, yo, don't like get to LA. So I'm like, all right. I got my kids situated, made sure everybody was good, and I jumped on a flight to LA. So we, you know, I go out there. It was actually the weekend of Complex Con last year. Not in 2019 Complex Con, 2018.
Okay.
So you know, we go to Complex Con, and you know, it's a lot of industry heads there and all that. So Jimmy's putting in his work on the back end, and it's like, yo, she got it. Y'all might want to just give it a rebrand so she has like a new artist, new coming out, you know, type of situation. So I was very against it at first, but now I love it. I love like the Hunni persona. I was very stuck on like, no, I'm Nikki. Like,
Hey, how'd you pick the name Hunni?
So Hunni actually used to be my rap name years ago.
Really?
Oh.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's a fun fact.
Yeah, but I used to spell it Hunny.
Mm,
So I just changed the Y to an I.
nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
No,
Although I'm a little upset right now that when you type in Hunni now on Apple Music and all of that, that damn Nene Leakes song is the first
Really?
thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the first thing that pops up no more. That's
Yeah, we gotta push that out of there. You gotta call, get you up top.
something, man, because it is, mind you, it's Nene Leakes. It's just she spells like, what is it? Come get this honey, but she spells it
Yeah.
the same way.
Oh,
That's
man.
That's
She's like 150 years old.
I haven't listened to the song.
She
I
needs to
didn't-
come up off this music. Get out the way. Make room for Hunni.
Right. Just chill. You could have spelled it the real way.
I know. Right?
Song title, you could have spelled it the real way.
Right, like move, yo.
Yo.
That's what's up.
So what made you finally like accept the rebranding and the change? Like what was it that made you feel like, you know what, okay, this is good. We're going in the right direction.
My husband, really.
Yeah.
Like, I called my husband like while I was in LA. I was like mad. Like I went outside, I called him, I was in tears. I was like not accepting of it. at all.
Wow. It was that bad.
And
You like they trying to change me. I don't
I
want to
really felt
change.
like, yeah, but I really just felt like I was gonna turn into everything I hated about
Right.
the game. You know what I mean? That was how I took it originally. Because trust and believe, like I couldn't take a Nicki Minaj serious back in the day when she first came out because I was like, she's a gimmick.
Yeah.
I couldn't take Cardi B serious because the way I grew up, it's like I dissect lyrics, and I look at I'm still when I'm running to the locks and like DMX and Biggie and
Word.
all of that, So Little Kim, Foxy, all that. So like I look at music and I listen to music differently. So, at first I was like, nah, this is like everything that I completely am against as far as like my music goes. So I called my husband, I'm in tears. He's like, what's wrong? I started telling him. He completely calmed me down. And within like 10 minutes of us talking, I dried my eyes. I went back into the hotel room and I was like, all right, let's go, let's do this.
Let's do it.
But the whole like Hunni, like what became Hunni, that wasn't even really like me. That wasn't Jimmy. Cause like we really was like, okay, it was like, all right, we got the name. Like that weekend, it was like, okay, I snatched up all the tags to Hunni Music and everything like that. And then I was like, okay, so what are we gonna do that's different from Hunni, from Nikki Ellis with Hunni?
Right.
So I went to my hairdresser, Mikey, who's out of Levels Hair Lounge in Windsor.
Okay.
And I was like, Mikey, what are we gonna do? Mikey is a wig specialist and a color specialist. So he was like, I got you. So next thing you know, we go to do a photo shoot, to try to like get some photos and, see if this look is gonna work. I had no clue what these wigs was about to look like, nothing. I showed up, Mikey put that joint on me and styled it on me. And then Jasmine, my makeup artist, she did my face and it was like, oh, this is Hunni. Okay, so like this is who she is.
What did you think?
It's a look. Okay.
Yeah. I love the look. I love it.
No, I do too. Like I
because
wish
the bars are still there
right now. Like I wish.
Yeah, because the thing is, what you were afraid of and doing that didn't happen. Like I'm sure you're afraid of that because you're afraid your fans are not gonna like if you come off of what you've been giving them, which is straight raw bars, and that's what I know you're about. So and that's what I'm saying. You kept that there, and as long as you're delivering the same type of music, the image, it can only add to what you're doing.
Right, exactly. It just made me stand out a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
And
I love it.
I love it.
What was the song you just played, E?
Yeah. Before I say that, when you transferred to Hunni, your music went from, I mean, it was already at like 10. Now it's at like 20. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy now. Like we were just bumping Big Business before you called in. That joint's a hit, yo.
I could tell that you feel a different way. Like you can hear it in your voice.
It's different, Hunni. It's different.
Yeah, you can hear
it was a lot of
different drip.
It was a different process. You know what I mean? Too, like I said, the same way Jim was like, "Yo, I need you in LA." Like when we was in LA, and it was like, okay, this is what Hunni is gonna be, and then we was like, all right, we gonna make everything like official. You know what I mean? And we signed all the contracts and all the paperwork got put in with the lawyers and everything like that. Literally a week after that, Jimmy was like, yo, can you get to Atlanta? And I'm like,
ooh.
I'm like, Atlanta? And he's like, yo. So Pierre Mador, he's actually part of the Corner Boys. Yeah, I remember the Corner Boys and a lot of hits under their belt. But I didn't realize that P is actually from New Haven originally, New Haven, Hampton.
Is he really?
Yeah, but he got like a placement with Jagged Edge when he was like 18 and moved to Atlanta.
Yo,
and
that's
that was
crazy.
it.
Wow.
So he's got a whole, he's got a very big name for himself out there. So Jimmy and him, like I said, they grew up together. So Jimmy was like, yo, P wants to work with you. Like, I got you locked in. I need you here from this day to this day. So I was just like, all right, cool, let's go. So I got everything situated and I was on the next flight that I could book and I was out there. And it was literally like 3 days straight just in the studio. And like, it was like the first day P was just like, all right, so talk to me. Tell me about yourself. Show me some of your old videos. He wanted to get that feel for me. And then right then and there, he just starts going in on the keyboard and we just got a stunt.
Yeah, Gotta Stunt was hard, yo. That was Song of the Week beginning of season 7. We started season 7 with that song.
It was.
Gotta Stunt, that's my record. And that's actually, it's crazy. Like, as much as that song means to me because of what I say in it, like, I've had females DM me, like a lot of females DM me, and they're like, I've been going through stuff, and then like I hear "Got a Stunt," and it just like gets me motivated. And I got like people who are like, I listen to this in the gym,
That's
and
dope.
I'm like down, and I get all these messages, and it's
Wow.
inspiring stuff for me and like motivating for me. And yeah, I mean, Jimmy had it hooked up. I mean, P was, like I said, we were in Doppler Studios where there's numerous records and plaques all over those walls.
Yep. They done cranked them out in there.
Yeah, so like to know that 2 of my projects were recorded here is crazy. Because I have another project out. The project was actually supposed to drop the beginning of April, but obviously because of the corona, we pushed it back.
That took my next question. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Cause I seen that you was gonna have a release party. I wanted to come through, but then when the corona happened, I was like, yeah, I don't think it's gonna go down.
I got a box of T-shirts and merch downstairs.
Oh man,
can't wait to get rid of them.
It is so. I just look at the box every day, like
so
you're gonna get out of here one day.
So when you looking when are you looking to put it out now? Like fall or next year? What are you thinking? You're just gonna wait till everything dies down?
We're just gonna wait until everything dies down, cause like people don't realize, and this is something I'm learning industry wise too. You know what I mean? Like, it is as easy as jumping on TuneCore, CD Baby, or any of these distribution sites. You know what I mean? It's super easy to throw it up there and be like, hey, it's dropping on this day or whatever. But when you really trying to move around industry wise, it's bigger than just throwing it up on one of these distribution sites.
Right.
People want
to make sure it hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, like before when I dropped, after I had dropped the first project, Dark Past Bright Future, I was in New York. I'm at BET, I'm at Revolt, you know what I mean? We got trending in rotation on Revolt, you know what I mean? The video in rotation on Revolt. So it's like, all these steps to this process to be successful, you know what I mean? So yeah, we could have still put out the next EP called How You Living. We could have still put it out, but we want to do things the right way. When that's ready to get put out, that's the LA trip. You know what I mean? That's LA. We got other moves to make, So
right.
I'd rather hold on. But I am still working on music. Me and Annoy just did a record together.
Yo,
shout out to the man Annoy.
Annoyed is hard, yo. Shout out to Annoy.
And the
represent CT hard.
It's like a real summer type. It's like a real summer type Bonnie and Clyde type of record. So I'm
I need that.
Yeah, I need to just get a cover art, put it out, and you know what I'm saying. I just put that out for now until the project.
Yeah, because we need music, yo.
Yeah, man.
Yo, for real.
It's the
that's where the dilemma comes in. You know what I mean?
That's gonna be all that's gonna get us through this.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's where the dilemma comes in, because you look like, okay, we could still drop the project, but also people, people gotta realize like you said, the music was at a 10 before, and now you feel like it's at a 20. So that's because I was getting produced by Street Runner, who just won a Grammy. Street Runner just won a Grammy for Higher, the Nipsey Hussle and DJ Khaled.
Yep.
He did 4 records.
The John Legend and Nip.
He did 4?
He did 4 records on my project.
Wow.
And then I had Pierre Medor, and I also had another producer, that Vicodin, who's from out in LA. But Vicodin, all the records that he produced are gonna be on the project that hasn't dropped yet. but yeah, like it's we was at a different level, you know what I mean? So I gotta make sure that anything I put out now is gonna top big business. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna top How You Living. It's gonna top all these other records.
Yeah, man. Shout outs to you, Hunni. Thank you, man, for joining in and catching up with us. We appreciate your time. You didn't have to do it, but
thank y'all for having me, man.
Absolutely.
I chop it up all day.
Yes.
All
day. Yeah. All day. Yo, that's a crazy story. The first time I ever saw her, that was the song she was doing, and I swear I was the most hypest person in the crowd. There was only it was me and her. It was mad people in there, but it was just me and her rapping. I was like, yo, who is this girl?
Yo, yeah, man.
I've been thinking about that record, and I'm like, that's one that got taken down because obviously when I
the sample
rebranded, I took everything down.
Yeah.
No, when I rebranded, I took everything down.
Okay.
Ellis to do with it. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, All Day was my record. Like every time I performed that song, people went crazy.
That's
every
a heavy
time.
hitter right there. I need that back.
Yeah, I might have to re-release, re-record on the Hunni, because I
Yeah.
own that beat. Even
Let
though
me get that. Yeah, redo that one.
Yeah, you should
Yeah,
definitely put that one back up.
How many
Okay.
tracks is on the new project, by the way? Can you tell us that? Is that secret?
not 7.
Okay,
7.
okay. Good.
Yeah, I got thrown off for a second because there's 5 on Dark Past Bright Future, but Dark Past Bright Future was supposed to have 6. But
Okay.
the 6th track, it was a whole situation. The 6th track that was supposed to go on there, like 2 days before the project was gonna come out, the person who was featured on it came out the woodwork on some other stuff. So I was
All
like,
different. Switched
I was like,
up.
we just don't have to put this on the project at all. Like I'm not.
Wow.
And then, so
Industry games.
That song is still gonna come out though. But that was why I was thinking like, wait a minute, there was 13 altogether that we did. We're gonna put it 2, but this one only had 5. But that other one though is it's still gonna come out. It's just not. It would have just fit on the Dark Past Bright Future project. It's not gonna fit with the vibe of How You Living. So I gotta just figure out a good time to drop that separately.
All right, that's what's
Well, I
up.
can't wait for it. I'm sure everybody else feels the same.
Can you give us your social media before you leave?
Yes, everything is at Hunni Music, HUNNI Music.
Word.
Everything.
All right,
And
sounds
you
good.
can just type in HUNNI on like Apple Music, title, and it will come up. It may not be the first thing now. It's gonna come up.
Yeah, it'll come up. It'll come up. Thank you, Ma. We appreciate you.
Yes,
All
thank
right,
you.
Thank
y'all
you.
have so much. Stay safe.
All right, you
Yeah.
too. Take care.
Good luck.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
All right.